What's up? What's up? There's no starting soon. We're gonna go directly into it. I'm just gonna go to the main directly. Can y'all hear me? Everything's good? Everything's clear? Can y'all hear me? What's up? What's up? There's no starting soon. We're gonna go directly into it. We're just gonna go to the main directly. Can y'all hear me? Everything's good? Everything's clear? Alright. I think we good. We good here. I think we're good out here. Um, Let me get that sorted out. Alright, perfect. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? You guys are good? You guys are good? You guys are good? Okay. Sorry I was a bit late. But let's go. Holy. 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 I think we might not have a trade on NSC today. I think. Just look at that. The daily openers are here. Look at that expansion, straight expansion. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, the only thing I might look for, literally, just seeing you swing formation on NSCs, bro. Like this is just dying. I think Garrett took a trade somewhere in here. I think they took that trade. He took that expansion lower. It's a bit earlier in the day. In Q. Oh, decoupled. They're so decoupled. So what do we do in that case when they're decoupled? We use them as separate ones, right? If I am showing me it wants to go bearish. Let me try to fix some things, put some music on. Want to put some music on, boys. Give me one sec. Try to get that sorted out. What is my Spotify? Alright, here's my Spotify. Go ahead and have some house music in the background. Alright, so I think everything's good, everything's clear now. So yeah, this one just expanding. If we're really looking at a 4 hour, I think just straight back-to-back bearish candles. No, not this one. We might go on YM here. Yeah, just back-to-back bearish candles. And what do we have? A two-stage PSP, which is interesting. What do we have? We got this PSP. Again, if this one closes bearish, which most likely would, it kind of confirms that two-stage, or it confirms that two-stage. So it's like a double-sided two-stage. So ES took out the high, so that confirms bearishness on YM, but like on ES, it did not take out a low, which confirms bullishness on that. But ideally what I want to see, a kind of reversal off of that high, because what do we have? We kind of got that 4 hour change in state. Probably price is just trading back into the EQ of that range, so kind of rebalance the range, and then ideally we will have a second stage right there, a two stage right there, which most likely we'll have. Look how close ES to the high compared to YM. And then we can trade it back into probably the EQ of that new range or to external. That's probably gonna be the idea for today. Same on NQ. NQ is like kind of synced with ES, but YM is just always kind of that decoupled asset. So let's just go ahead and see. But if we have opportunities to short, ideally I would favor YM due to the fact that it's already expanding lower. The draw is kind of nearby. So yeah, that's what I really want to see right there. For now, I cannot really tell where price is gonna hit to. Looking at M15, like this one, this is the thing, like so decoupled. Look at that candle, and look at that candle, bro. Like this one is just like straight expansion to the upside. This one is straight expansion to the downside. So we cannot really tell what price wants to do. So what we can do is just go ahead and wait for 10 a.m. and then we can kind of decide. Oh wow, 28 viewers from the get-go. What's up, everybody? How are you all doing? Come on, can we see some thumbs up? We got 28 people in the house. We got 5 likes. Can we take it to 10 or 15? All right, let's go to HO. I kind of marked out this early and knew that I might be late a little bit on top mounted charts from my laptop. So I kind of knew I was on the way. What do we got? We traded below the lows. Probably this one would be like a C2 closure. If we get that C2 closure, that would be beautiful. Yeah, but again, the weekly open, what do we have? Open high first into a level, and we kind of have that CISD. So that might be just kind of that rebalance to that new range to then continue lower. So that's what we're going to see right now. And again, what do we have? RB is really close to the high. HO is really close to the high. So what does that mean? Probably we will have E2 stage. Most likely than not, we'll have E2 stage. Especially if this one closes bearish. That would be beautiful because we'll have a PSP and the second stage. So the SMT would confirm the PSP, which would give us the ideal trade formation, especially on a 4 hour. Then we can scale down on the 30-minute or hourly, find a new swing formation, then trade it to the downside. So yeah, that's really it. Silver, gold, I don't really see anything here. Probably trade back into the range. Like that's the only thing I see right now. I would ideally be looking for sales on gold, just like price just been expanding so high up in the leg. But again, I'm gonna be counter that weekly candle, which is just open / daily. This is like the same as the daily candle since this is Monday. So yeah, if I find a good profile right there, look at that. The beauty of this is, what do we have? Two 4-hour inside bar candles. So what is that? That might be the AMD. So the accumulation here, the manipulation. Hopefully we can see the distribution lower back into the 2200 low, and then if price wants to continue higher, it can just do that. But again, remember, we got that 2-stage right here. We got the PSP, the SMT confirmed the PSP. That's why we see gold trade back into the highs. So 3-minute, let me see if there was a clean trade right there, and there was not really. There was. So what do we got? A second stage. So we got the first stage is the SMT. Also, this is a PSP, so you can trade also that candle or wait for that closure. What do we have? Two stage back into the highs. But again, I don't trade 7:30, I don't trade 8, I don't trade 9, I only trade the 10 a.m. Oh, we got 41 viewers. Oh, what's up? What's up? Let me take a screenshot. Welcome everybody. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all are having a great time. For the people that are here for the first day, welcome. And yeah, let me go ahead and SMT confirms the PSP. I think SMT confirms the PSP on here. I'm not really sure which asset, but yeah, the SMT is going to confirm the PSP, or I don't remember which one. While you're looking downside for CL, for now, what do we have? Open high into the previous weekly high, and we kind of have this 4-hour change in state. So probably this C2 closure might just be the reason to rebalance the range, to kind of rebalance this current dealing range to then continue lower. But if I see otherwise, if price wants to continue higher, then I'm just gonna go ahead and trade. That's why, like, I came in the day with no daily profile. Ideally, if we have a clean daily profile, just like on ES, I would ideally, and NSCs, I would ideally have that. But since the idea is not clear and this is just Monday, so I would be open to both possibilities since we don't have a lot of data to work with. So that's really it for me. But ideally, I think longs are a bit better compared to shorts. Due to the fact we got the SMT, the C2 closure, we got an SMTR. So ideally, I want to trade back into one of these highs. Yeah. Let me see. Why are you looking outside? Okay, and then what is the PSP? PSP is a precision swing point, and when we have on a triad, so if you really check, let me go right there. So as you know, YM, ES, and NQ are kind of correlated assets. So in that case, when one of the candles, for example, let's just say, let me just go ahead, replay price real quickly to show you what it is. For example, here, let me just take off the indicator, precision swing point. So what do we have here? One closed bearish, but the other one closed bullish. So this is NQ. This is when we have VPSP. So this is a precision swing point. When one of the assets on a triad does the opposite of the two, or the two do the same, which is kind of the same. Hi, hello, what's up? I trades, what's up, Sammy? What is it, PSP? I think I did go over that. What do you think about GU? Oh, I don't trade GU just here, but I did go over some trades today. I wanted to take a look at it. It was really clean on Asia. GU. Like, that's the thing. What time? Oh, the candle already opened. Ideally, I just want to seek further continuation. Further continuations up into that high. If we can manage to form a new swing formation here to kind of continue up, that would probably be the case for me if I were to trade GU. But I don't like how these lows are forming right there. So probably I might take EU. If I was gonna take that one, we got the first stage. If I find like a 2-stage, I'll probably trade it back to the highs, aligned with that daily candle since it's already expanded to the upside. The previous 4-hour candle also expanded higher. But again, this is that new swing, C2, C3, C4. This is a C5. And now we want to trade to C6, which is a bit kind of later in the day. So just got a bit late. But again, it still makes sense with proper swing formation. And again, remember another thing. Look how far price expanded. Like, just straight expansion. So, and we just took out 1, 2 highs. So we might get a new phase of price, which just consolidate and probably manipulate and continue. So in that case, just wait a little bit for proper formation. Probably not an hourly. I would ideally wait for an hourly swing, but again, look how kind of close these lows are. So that's why I didn't want to take EU. But again, if we confirm the CISD, then be cautious because this might be that protected high after probably having some sort of SMG there. So just be cautious about that. Oh, it's reversing. Interesting. Take off the replay tool. Wow. Interesting. That's really interesting. Oh, let me take off the indicator. That's really interesting. Let me take a quick this. All right. So we got the daily open here. Wow. Do we have any SMTs or? Do we have any SMTs? Not really. We do? Not really. With no proper swings, so. Yeah, we don't have any SMTs with any proper swings, like with any clean swings. We don't have, like, probably with that one. You can count this if you kind of count this one as a swing. But again, you gotta pay a little bit of attention there because, yeah. We got the CISD, kind of internal CSD. The new invalidation level in terms of cells is like the gap. So be cautious right there. We might just continue lower. But like on ES, it just like looks like this price just wants to expand higher because it already kind of traded into the gap and it did nothing so far. No rejection, nothing like that. So what if ES and NQ takes out the high? Can we trade? Yup, exactly. If ES kind of takes out the high and fails to manipulate, then most likely I would be aiming. But again, I might not trade it to that same high depending on how close we are to the high. If we're kind of somewhere in here, yeah, I would take the high. But if we're just still here, I would probably try to find something within that AQ of the range to target. So let's just wait and see. What do we got right there? CL. Let me go to hourly, see what's going on hourly. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it might just flip at the last second. Because we kind of have this CISD forming the high of the day. And now we're just kind of trading away from it. We got the new invalidation level, which is a gap holding. In that case, we only have the OB now. We don't have any gaps within that leg. So the only invalidation level within this leg is kind of this OB, which is doing its thing now. We kind of formed the C2, and now we have E2 stage. Again, if this PSP closes, now we have E2 stage to the downside. So it kind of confirms the narrative that this is just like a short-term retracement. We have SMT with previous day for YM took out incurred. All right, 1K sub. Yeah, we managed to get like 1K sub. I think today morning or like yesterday night. I don't remember because I slept really late yesterday, so I don't know if it's morning or not. Discord win. Oh, that's a hard question. YM equals Easter. Yes. Discord win. I'm not really sure, man. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I was like so busy this weekend. Like, I managed to put that trade breakdown, and then yeah, I was just like so busy, off charts, just kind of enjoying. Say price hits a 4-hour gap, but inside that 4-hour gap, there is an hourly swing point, and price doesn't sweep that 1-hour swing. Do you trust in away from the failure swing? Depending on how close it is. For example, let's just say, for example, in that case, we have a gap. Let's see if we have a swing point here. We don't. Go to M15. Let's just say this one. Let's just say this one. Like, let's just imagine this is the hourly. Probably if price like it's all the way up here, if we have some sort of SMT, yeah, I would trust it. With proper confirmation here, yeah, I would trust it. But if there's no SMT line like that, it will be a little bit sus. Congratulations, thanks, buddy. What is your PSP indicator? It's my indicator. I'm gonna share the link in a minute. Best time frame SMT and best time frame PSP. Anything above 15 minutes is good. It's really good to go. Go to silver. There's a case on silver. We got 4-hour gap. Where is a 4-hour gap? Not sure. The name of the indicator, I think it's called. Let me see, because let me give you the link. But again, it'll be so messy, so I will try to edit also the description because the description is not that good. So there we go. That's the indicator, guys. Let me just pin it. That's my PSP indicator. Oh no. I want to pin this one. Okay. Gold. Oh, gold is looking beautiful. Again, that's something to note. Like, if the current candle. Oh, what? Why? What is going on? Okay, so what do we see now? Gold just traded above a relevant swing. Again, it's not the best, but again, it's good. We got a swing. C2 closure. It's really good. Let's see the hourly, last hourly candle. Hopefully, it will close as C3, or we'll have some sort of cracks in correlation here, which we don't have currently. Yeah, we don't have now, so just gonna go ahead and wait. Send me code of PSP indicator. Will do, brother. I'll send you the code. I'll send you on the email, I think. Hey, Tom, yeah, I got your email, so I'll send you on the. Ideally, what I want to really see price doing is just manipulating these highs and then forming an hourly swing or a two-stage crack, because now in that case we're kind of treating a reversal in that case. So because now this is the reversal, so again I want to treat the reversal of the reversal. So ideally I want to select a two-stage crack in correlation here, either SMT confirming PSP or the opposite, and then yeah, we can trade it back into the downside. What if I set up Discord for you and give you ownership so you don't have to do the work? I'll just do it. I'll just do it myself, buddy. Thanks, man. Thanks for the suggestion, though. I'll just do it. Thanks, brother. Give you. I don't know. If you can make a good one, yeah, just go ahead and do it, man. I don't lie. Just go ahead and do it. You know what? If I can do a good one, yeah. Tattoo 8814. Yeah. What do we got? Two stage. Okay. C2. Interesting. With Monday, you gotta really be cautious. You don't have a lot of data to work with, so yeah, gotta be a little bit cautious right there. On gold, silver, there's 1 hour SMT with 8-9 a.m. highs, but again, yeah, with these two, but again, it all depends on how this hourly candle closes. So again, if it closes C2 to the upside, then yeah, that's another story. So. But the SMT is there. But it's not enough to kind of confirm a reversal. So we got this one. Let me set M15. Do we have some sort of two-stage here? I think we might have one here. I think we might have a two-stage here. I think this might close as a PSP. Probably. I'm not sure, but I think. Today's expectations on NQ. Really, no idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna trade what the 4 hour candle does. For now, it's just, yeah. I don't know if price wants to take out the high or... because so far, it's not respecting the gap. So, yeah. But ideally, as I said, YM is going to be the cleanest. Like, this is really going to be the cleanest. Oh, we got 51 viewers. What's up? What's up? Can we, come on, we still got 15 likes, buddy. We got 50 viewers here. Can we take it to 20 likes? Or 25? See if we can make it 25 or 20 likes, boys. And see if we can have a good trade here today, just like we did on Friday. So we closed the week with a winner. Also Tuesday we had a winner. So I think we only took 3 trades this week. So let's see if we're gonna add some to the catalog today. You always trade C3 or C4? No. On Friday's trade, they traded the C2, M15 C2. You weren't on stream, so I guess you weren't. Yeah, you were on stream online. I remember you. So we traded the M15 C2. But again, with proper narrative from the M30, so that's what kind of allowed me to trade the C2 with the SMT fill. So, all right. Oh, we still got the. Wait. Let me take off that message. Oh, I forgot that this text is still here. Let me take that off. Okay. I think he is, so we can trade the ES. Or it's just gonna wait and see, man. Do a giveaway, bro. Yeah, once I get affiliated to do the prop form, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing giveaways. Did you change your name? No, did not change my name. Name of what? My name? Actual name or just the Or just the channel name? I need Discord, bro. All right. When you are in huge drawdown in eval, what do? I keep doing what I'm doing. that's that, literally. If I'm risking 500 or 600 or $300 per trade, before going into drawdown, like I'm not gonna tell you cut the risk into half. Nah, this one, it just doesn't make sense to me. If you're trading like FTMO or like CFD prop firms, that makes sense because the time allows you to kind of build slowly. But with like futures prop firm, you have a 1 month. So if you're gonna pay again for the next month just to kind of build that account, you can just fail it and then start a new one. So before that's why you need to have an edge, and you need to have enough data to then decide what kind of risk you're going to go with. For example, you got 2.5k drawdown allowed, then you can just go ahead and see the max back-to-back L's you take and try to manage. For example, if you take 3 back-to-back L's, try to manage that. Anticipate that I'm going to take 5 L's back-to-back. So if I'm anticipating I'm going to take 6, probably add 2 more trades. So manage to get like 7 L's from your account. Vice versa. I don't know if you got the point or not. So that's how you go about it. So you get that 2,500 divided by 7, whatever you get, just kind of trade every trade like that. But if you have a CFD prop firm, then yeah. Because again, like 3 L's on the data, especially if it's backtested, you never know if you're going to take more because this is live trading. So just anticipate that you'll have some sort of 50% more than what you did. If you had like 2 losses on, for example, a year of journaling data, anticipate that you might have 3 because again, this is air psychology, or 4, and then add like a trade or 2 buffer so you can be safe with like the worst case scenario. And then if you fail, then yeah. Guys, don't forget to give a thumbs. I love this guy, Vincent ICT. Does your model work in a swing? Yeah, it works everywhere. Yeah. If you want to do swing trading, you can go to weekly 4-hour and M15 entries. M15 is not like swing, but again, you can. It is very difficult to recover loss from 8%. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like, by the time you'll try to make 8 or 9% with like because now you still got like 1% to blow your account. So in that case, we'll probably start trading with like 0.5%. That's the maximum you can do, or like 0.2 or 0.25. By the time you'll build that 8 or 9%, you're probably with your normal risk built like 15 or 20%. So why not just go ahead? If you can, because some people, they put all their money into one challenge and then they try to kind of recover from it. So that's the thing. Like if you got $200, that's all what you're saving. Do not go and buy a big account. Just go with like take $50 or $60. Anticipate that you might lose that account, and then that way you can, even if you in deep drawdown with one, just go ahead and start a new one. So do not put all your eggs on like one account and then try to squeeze, or try when you're in deep drawdown, try to recover from it, because that's really, really hard. And it will take you way longer, because if you go for 1 or 2 and you risk like 0.25, you take a winner, you just built 0.5 R. So now from 9%, you are just 8.5. You gotta make, I don't know, bro, 0% every winner. So you got like 17 wins. You gotta take 17 wins to kind of just be back at break even, which is insane. I'm gonna take 17 wins to be back at break even. Who wants to do that? Nobody. So because every trade you're gonna earn 0.5% of the account, and again at some point you're gonna get back to your normal risk. Like probably when you're down -5, you'll probably get back to 1%. But again, from that 9 to 5, you just made 4%. Every winner you make 0.5. So now just 8 wins, and within these 8 wins, probably you took a couple L's. So it will probably take you like a month or even more to get back to -5. So it's not really worth it. Just start a new account. It is very difficult to recover. Yeah, exactly. If I trade only in Q, should I monitor ES or YM, and which one is more important to NQ to consider cracking correlation with? More like closer is ES, but again, you should also use YM. How do you forecast? Just like I did at the start of the stream. 2-stage PSP SMT on CL. 2-stage PSP SMT. So if you want to say 2-stage PSP SMT, you can just say 2-stage cracking correlation. So that way it means like either the SMT confirms the PSP or PSP confirms the SMT. But yeah, there is. If this one closes bullish, what do we have? The SMT first, and then the PSP came in second. So the PSP confirms the SMT, so that's a 2-stage crack. But yeah, That's gonna be interesting. And the thing is, it's like on both sides. CL took the lows, RB did not. They took the high, the previous candle's high. This one did not, so yeah, it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. And again, remember, we're kind of forming the high of day slash weekly high. So with that bit of time to kind of trade a little bit lower, we're just gonna go ahead and see. We're kind of trading from that gap, so that also kind of makes a bit of sense. All right, so we're at 8 and 10 a.m. right here. So I'm just go ahead and see what the 4 hour is doing. I think this one, yeah. Hopefully this one closes at PSP. We can trade a second stage here. A second stage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set an alert here. I'm gonna set an alarm here. Okay, so that I can get notified. With like NSCs, that's the thing. Like, they're not really clean, bro. Oh, not NSCs. Like oil, it's not really clean, bro. 4 hour. I'm just trying to expand this a little bit. What I really want to see is just like a failure to manipulate at this level and then probably trade back to that one. 30 minute. Yeah, hopefully we can. You know, if we manage to form a new swing lower than that one, that would be beautiful. Let me set M15. Do a V2 stage. Yeah, I think this is a PSP. We got a PSP so far. This one is bullish. This one is bearish. So are we gonna get the second stage or not? So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this one here. Just gonna go ahead and turn off the indicator. All right. What I really want to see is some sort of 2-stage. I don't like how price is traded because now we got confirmation both sides. And look at CL. It's just kind of creating these fair swings. So it's a bit unfortunate. Oh, silver already. No, price already flipped. Let me see. Okay, we have a PSP with Euro and GBP. So YM. Okay, hourly. My days, bro. Interesting. Just kind of take that current range. We'll kind of trade it back into the EQ, so we might anticipate some sort of rebalance. Like if price wants to reverse, this is the area we'll do it from because the range just got rebalanced. The relevant swing near the EQ just got hit. So if price wants to reverse, this is the time it will do it. And now also it's aligned with like a new 4-hour candle open. So, but again, there's no new invalidation level other than this gap itself. So, but ES and incurred are already trading within that gap. So let's just see what price is gonna do. So we're gonna take out the high. Like all the assets that I trade, alarms are like the only saver for me. CL. 30 minute. 3 minute. Okay, we got the SMT, okay. We got the PSB. So now let's see if we're gonna get a 2-stage. We do have a 2-stage so far. The PSB is confirmed the SMT, but I think price is gonna take out the high right now. Let me see, 3 minute. Okay. My trade daily. Wait, let me go back to questions. What I forgot. A 2-stage PSP. NQ 6 a.m. candle 4-hour time frame. NQ 6 a.m. candle 4-hour time frame. I don't get that. I trade daily. You know, if I'm waiting for one necessity, perfect, man. Perfect. Dream effects, perfect. 2-stage SMT at no PSP, but expansion 6 a.m. candle 4-hour time frame. 2-stage SMT. 2-stage SMT. Yup. If you want to say it like this, first stage, second stage. Let me see. Yeah. If you want to see it like first stage, second stage, that kind of makes sense. Do you stream every day? Yup. Trying to frame longs on NQ, waiting for 15-minute continuation OB. What I ideally want to see if I want to take longs, retracement, 2-stage, continuation. Because like the 4-hour, the previous 4-hour candle, like now supports bullishness. But the only thing concerning me is like that current dealing range. Like because the new validation level within that leg is kind of that gaps, which we are trading within right now. So if you really want to take buys, you don't want to trade them directly, anticipating this high to get taken out. But ideally, to kind of trade back into the EQ of that candle, then trade whatever high that was just formed. And so now, what do we have? Kind of these failure swings. Again, they're not failure swings, but you can see them as one. And if price wants to reverse, so there are two things. When we have a gap, price either just stops at a go, or comes in, forms a level, and then triggers that level, which probably would cause a first stage or two stage cracking correlation, then continue lower. So that's what I'm really anticipating. In that way, you're safe, because why? If price decided to continue higher, we're kind of aligned with that move, and it just continues, but you got out there. And if price wants to reverse, this is the only area that it will do it from. So now we're kind of safe both ways with that idea. So again, with proper swing formation and proper cracks and correlation on M15 or probably 30 minute, which is more ideal. But again, since the previous 4 hour candle is aligned, but again, we're going counter the daily. Ideally, I want to select a 30 minute swing, but also M15 would do it if we have some sort of SMT failed. So ideally, something like this. Probably NQ trades back into the gap because we don't have any gaps on YM. So the only gap we have is NQ. Also, we have on ES, but it's a little bit far compared to, it's kind of the same as CES. Same as NQ. So yeah, that's the only kind of thing I would frame. Probably get like another bearish candle, and then we get that cracking correlation, probably an SMT here or a PSP or a 2-stage, then trade it back to the high. That would be the move that I'm getting. If price wants to take out the high, good. I got my 2R already. If price wants to reverse, good. I just got out at the perfect location. And with proper narrative, with proper framework, if I get that sell, I'm gonna take that sell back. I'm trying to frame longs in incubator for, okay, did good over there already. So I hope you guys got what I just went over right now. If you want to take RB, the only thing you could wait for is like some sort of this gap or one of the gaps to hold, and then for retracement, then CISD. But we don't have that right now, so just gonna go ahead and wait. But ideally, what I really want to see on CL is like for this high to get taken out, probably rebalance the range or even take out that high, which is a little bit far away, and then I'll take it. We got these first swings here, so that look good. What kind of trade is your A+ setup? That's a really good question. Let me see like a really clean trade that I can tell you it's really A+. Where both the daily, 4 hour, 30 minute, or like hourly are aligned. The daily is expanding, so let me just go to like an empty space. So the daily formed a shallow opposing run, and the daily is expanding right there. Daily is expanding bullish. Let me make that green. And then probably we have 10 a.m. here. It opens low, forms that new swing formation. Either we have a first stage or 2-stage correction correlation. They would both do it for me. Why? Because we're aligned, and then I'm gonna trade back into. So in that case, the daily candle is gonna look something like this. It's gonna look something like this. So now the daily is bullish. The previous 4 hour candle also closed at C2 or C3. We're trading away from a protected low of day and really far from that low. So this is protected so far. And then a 30 minute or hourly or M15 swing formation, then trade it back into the high. It's just aligned with that daily. Previous 4 hour candle was like a C2 or C3. So now we're expecting a C3 or a C4, which still support expansion. Shallow opposing run, and then an open draw here, or like a previous daily high or a previous weekly high. That's like A+. You don't have to kind of, that's like the trade would be screaming at your face just to take it. Like you'll know that it's an A+. But when you kind of question right here, oh, is it going higher or is it going lower? And same with that one, it's like B+ or it's like A. Not as clean as. Whenever you come into the day and the bias is so clear and all the time frames are aligned, yeah, that's like an A+ day without even taking a trade. That's like an A+ day. So yeah, that's like we got that C2 closure, so that's what kind of made this one a bit unfortunate. So we got that C2 closure. Yeah, I just gotta wait right there. There's nothing really we can trade right now. Probably have to wait for like an hour. But let's just wait and see. But again, we might continue just form a gap on M15. Again, on M15 there's nothing 30 minute. We do have, so this 30 minute candle, we might close forming some sort of gap. And then yeah, we can just see continuations over from that gap. There are contradicting 2-stage I on gold with silver, and for which do you prefer? Yeah, exactly. In that case, it's really tough to kind of pick one, but whatever the profile of the current 4 hour candle that is forming supports. So if we see that the current 4 hour candle probably traded into a key level and then forms a swing, then probably I would be lean leaning toward that one more. But like just looking at it, because for example, if you wanna, for example, we have a 2 stage here. Let me just make him red. For example, you have a 1 stage here and you have a 1 stage here. Now you might think to yourself, oh, price has already expanded. Probably this is the time to retrace. And the other part of your brain would say, oh, we're already expanding higher, so this is the time to further expand. So when you have these contradicting beliefs, like it's just better to wait. Like you just like do not lean to one of them. Like just wait for the, since you trade the 10 a.m. 4-hour candle and you try, like the concept of trading if 1 4-hour candle is the following. What you really want to see is just frame yourself within the low or the high. If this one is trading bearish, ideally you want to be somewhere in here. This 4-hour candle is expected to be bullish to position yourself here. So if you think the 4-hour candle is probably going to be bullish, so pay attention to that one. If you think it's going to be bearish with proper narrative, then probably pay attention to that one. And this one might be just the catalyst for a pullback to then continue lower. Because one SMT is going to be the catalyst for the pullback and one is going to be the stronger. So now it all depends on how the daily is forming, but so far we don't have nothing. Like we don't have a low of the day that is strong that we can trust it. Again, look how far price, like the current daily open is here and price is trading here. So again, it's really far away. So anticipating that price might just take it out just because we don't have a protected low doesn't make sense for this. But we don't have any clear daily profile. Also, previous 4-hour candle, it closed as not a C2, it closed as a C4. So in that case, you just better wait. But this type of analysis are good for indices, not gold, because gold is fundamental more. Man, like it works on all the assets, bro. With proper narrative, it works for all the assets. If we close bullish on the M15, now on gold, do you think it's good to look for longs and entry to the high? But like we're already there. That's the thing. Yeah, we're already there. But I wouldn't really. The other fact that it's so close to the high, then yeah, I would just let it slide. All right, we're seeing a retracement, which is good. Like the problem with now is that we cannot really frame anything. We can only frame. If I want to take shorts, you can only after this 30-minute candle closes, probably can frame me M15 setup. Yeah, because the 30 minutes probably is gonna confirm this C3. This is C3 because look at the hourly. Look at the open of the candle. So now this is not a C2. It will never be. Why? Because they never traded back into the previous candle's high. Same with that one. It will never be a C2 because we don't have any SMTs or traded back into the previous candle's high. So the only thing to kind of confirm is like a 30-minute C2, C3, and then seek some sort of M15 SMT failure, something like that. But yeah, we gotta really be cautious with this kind of overall OB. Like this wick, you just gotta be cautious with it. All right. Let me see what is going on. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, here's just not clean. Like, that's what I kind of marked out. We got the PSP, the C2 closure, the SMT, really clean. But if we go to 30-minute, my God, it's just ranging. Even though, like, you might say like this, oh, we have a CISD, we have a C2 closure here. But again, look how far price retraced. If you really want price to expand, it will not retrace that deep. Just compare it that one. Clean swing formation from gap. Here, yeah, we do have the gap, but it's just like to the first time, second time, third time. Then if price wants to expand now, it might do it, but again, it's just not clean. So yeah, I do agree with you. So let's just wait and see. So I don't think this is until cause a reversal, but let's see. Silver, nothing. Oh wow, interesting. Interesting. Do you consider midnight open? Nope. Could trade in Q 1 hour 5. Yeah. Wow, it's really interesting that price would manage to kind of form a C3 here. Interesting. Really interesting. But like that's the beauty of like since CL is expanding lower, look how easy it is to kind of for YM to expand lower compared to ES and NQ. because they were expanding higher. So, but again, we might get another profile, which is this, which might be this. It might be looking like this. I might get that one because now this one just closed the gap, and it seems like NQ wants to flip bullish, which will cause a PSP. So that would be like a really interesting day to trade, but we gotta be really, really cautious. Yeah, we want to start the week strong. 27 likes, 48 viewers. Welcome everybody. Let's see if we can get it to 30 likes. We still got 3 likes more to go. So if you haven't liked the live stream already, come on, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get it to 30 likes. First, I want to trade this on BTC. About what is the SMT for BTC? Ethereum. You can use Ethereum or BTC Euro or BTC GBP. Exactly, I trades. Exactly. Gold for our PSP. But again, not really. We don't have PSP here. Brother, are you from you? No, bro. No. No, I'm not. Alright, we got 30 likes. Nice. We're going there. I love how the new week is starting. I think we're gonna reach a new record today. We did already for the viewers. We got 52 viewers already here. Last time it was like 45, so we got like 7 more viewers, I guess, because of that video of the trade breakdowns. We got new people here. I also remember one of the guys in the chat. I saw his comment, which is named Muhammad Al Said Al Sadi. Yeah, I remember him from the comments. Also, yeah, but I think I remember him more. Also, yeah. On the Dow Jones, you're looking for long or short? Can you explain why not you're looking for buy now? After C2? Here's the thing. 4 hour? I'm from North Korea. For real? Are you from North Korea? So for the question for Dawn, what do we have? Daily open expanding lower. So now already the daily is expanding lower. So daily candle is bearish. And what do we have? New 4-hour CSD, and the new invalidation level is the gap, right? Price just closed within that gap. So if we're anticipating for a reversal, ideally, I want to see a reversal off of the high, or if I want to see continuation higher, I want to see some sort of retracement and then target the high, because there's nothing really here that I can frame as a target. So the only thing I can do is probably seek some sort of retracement and use swing formation then to the highs. Even though like the C2 might be just the catalyst for a pullback. Not every C2 or C3 is a reversal point. Just like that one. Like, yeah, it's a clean C2. You can trade it back probably to the AQ, the range, or somewhere in here. And then, wait, I can hear some sort of noise in the background for some reason. Okay. New record. Yeah, 36. Nice. Nice. My brother was, oh, thanks, man. Happy you liked it. You forgot the MG. I'm right from Nepal. No, oh no, never, brother, never. Thanks, man. How to analyze if I'm stuck on trading? Or it's just a process? I couldn't really get the question. Could we get your chart colors? If you really go, this one I use this green, 58%, and then everything else is black. Yeah, and for the background, I use this code. Wait. F0. Let me see. You will be big, like I said. One day. You can see. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you, Dream Effects. Thanks, buddy. Are you from the UK? Nope, I'm not. I'm from Morocco. Just to clear the confusion, I'm from Morocco, so I'm Moroccan. M15 NQ PSP SMT. What do you think? M15. What is M15 NQ PSP? We just gotta wait. Yeah, we do have the PSP, but again, if you want to see continuations, what we mentioned earlier, hopefully or ideally, if you want to treat the C2, ideally from a gap, where do we have a gap? We have it on ES on NQ, since we don't have a gap right now, so it will not. So, or we can wait for a new swing formation. These are the only two things we can wait for. Anyways, if price sweeps in 4-hour gap, then it will be bearish. This might be the new reversal point. We got this high and kind of that high. Again, it's 10 and 15 high, so it's not that relevant. But again, it might be this. To kind of continue with the overall narrative. Bearishness. In Q. So what do we have now? Do we have... We might have that two-stage here. But again, not two-stage. Oh, Morocco said, what's up, brother? The wick size doesn't support smash. The wick size, it like to the downside or the upside? Or the upside? Again, if you want to trade the upside, what I said, like I don't. In that case, if the candle doesn't support expansion, so where can you target? Either the open of the candle or the high of that current 4-hour candle. So if this one doesn't support expansion to the upside due to the fact that this wick is huge, let's just put into assumption. I'm just gonna take it back into the current high, the previous 4-hour candle, which is gonna be my target anyways. So I'm just gonna be out here anyways, because I don't know if price is gonna continue higher, because there's nothing really here to target. Whenever there's nothing here to target, I'm just gonna go ahead with whatever swing that is formed. Even if we have the cleanest C2 formation, but it closes, like for example, we have a C2 formation, but the candle closed here, and it supports like a heavy two-stage, everything, and where I close it high, I'm not gonna take it, because I'm not just gonna anticipate that price is gonna expand. So if we had like a high here near that gap, you can also kind of aim for that gap, but is it really ideal? Not really. Assalamu alaikum. What's up, brother? Rahabaina, bro. Rahabaina. Itachi, are you... Is that Darija? Bushi, I took buys on NQ. NQ? You took an M5 CISD or someone? NQ, you took this CISD? In my opinion, like it is valid. It is valid because this you're trading now the C3. You're aligned with the previous 4-hour candle, but again, it's just so close to the high for me to kind of take. Yeah, it might play out. It might just expand from here and just go directly to the high, because you might view this in two ways. There's nothing really here that would cause price to retrace, so you might just take a buy and then expect the highs to go. Or you might say, there's nothing really here to target. So probably this high might be a reversal point. So that's when it kind of shifts there. But yeah, I think it looks good. Especially we kind of swept the gap. The 10 a.m. hourly candle supports expansion, like shallow opposing run. But again, with the overall narrative and where we are at price, yeah, so. أنا موجود بالضحك شمالي. No, مراكش. The open is already a me. Alright. 37 likes. Thank you guys. Wait. Let me show you guys something. Wait. Let me put the starting soon. Let me see the previous record. Let me see. Let me check. Go into my screenshots. I think it was, I don't remember, but let me check. Let's see if we're gonna break that today. It's gonna be really, really interesting if we do manage to kind of break above that one. Oh, we did actually break the record. We did actually. Let me show you guys. May last one was 33 likes. So yeah, last one is 33 likes, and I'm gonna show you guys another screenshot. It's here. 999 subs. So it was really interesting. So thank you guys. Thank you. Got 37 now. Oh wait, did I switch to OBS or not? Did I switch the... Okay, I did. How's your English so fast, bro? I don't know, man. I target the highs. Alright, perfect. But if you want to target the highs, it sounds good. But again, the range doesn't really support like 2R. But what I wanted to stage on the M15 before take... Yeah, exactly. That's what I really want. Same, Mohammed. Same. Where are you from? Morocco. I'm from Morocco. Brother, you're our first streamer who trade just like GxT TTFM. Alright, sounds good, man. 2 stages SMC at a high silver. Not really. Probably with like Euro. XCG Euro. I'm not sure if one that opens at the same time or not. Does it open at the same time? Yeah, it does. Yeah, we do actually. We have 2 stages right there. But again, it's only confirmed when the candle closes. So Yeah, we do have, like, with this hourly candle, yeah, we do. But again, you need to wait for the closure to kind of confirm the SMT. Yeah, perfect. And just check that out. Exactly, speaks. Yeah, because I think from 2015, 2016, I was like so dialed in to kind of learn the language, and I had a lot of international friends, so maybe that's what really helped. So, hey, your stream is great. Stream every day, and I'll come in every day to chat with you. All right, man. You're welcome, Vincent. Welcome. What is the invalidation level? As a concept or in the chart? Like, or in one of the tried? As a concept or? Again, so far we don't have anything to kind of trade here, so we're just gonna wait. Again, we're still early in the candle, we still got 3 hours and a half for the candle to close, so. Why this indicator is not showing in my trading view? Which one? What about gold? Can crash or no? Like, the only reversal point is the high itself. But again, what we see, like, whenever we kind of take out a high, we just shallow retracement and then expand. So in that case, you cannot take buys because we're really close to the highs. You cannot take sells because whenever we take out the high, we have a shallow opposing run. So it's really. Can you describe today gold buy move from entry at 7 a.m.? It was seen as bearish. 7:30 a.m. This one? No, it was actually bullish. Like, you went bearish due to the fact we got this CISD here? If you went wait, let me take off this one. Just by having this CISD, you thought to yourself, maybe we're gonna go lower? Is that why? But remember, this is just internal structure, and we have just confirmed this OB. So like, this is kind of the OB. And now you can anticipate that the range might get rebalanced. We do. The first relevant swing within that AQ is this level. We have a PSB with a 2-stage. So now you can see expansion within these candles. So this one really supports buys. And especially the fact that, where is the 6 a.m. here? So you can trade it back into the open, the candle. And just above the open, we got like these first swings. So you can trust the fact that these two candles are just going to expand to the highs. Especially we got, let me see. This is the 7:30, so we got 2 hours and a half more for the candle to close, so it will still support expansion to the upside. And in that case, you might go to M3, but that's the thing, you might not find an entry. The only entry is here, taking this one, this initial CISD. That's the only thing you can take. In the charts, for the charts, so for example, we have a CISD here on YM for the invalidation level. So what would invalidate the trade idea is for this gap to fail. Since we have a CISD and we're forming a gap, so instead of using this whole OB as the level that will cause price reverse, we can just use this gap. So our invalidation level for the trade idea is, as long as the gap is holding, I'm still supporting lower prices. If I'm seeing that price is slowly crawling back up, then my new invalidation point is not really holding. I'm just gonna go ahead and just align myself with whatever price is doing. Can you explain more advanced premium discount? Yeah, I think I will have a video on that. I think I gotta start creating educational content, like just for concepts. Yeah, I want to take that buy, but I was in sell. Oh, 745, 15-minute candle, best long, right? On gold, 745. 745, so it should be like in 15, 745. Let me see, 745, what do we have? Like, you can also trade the 730 candle. Let me see. You can trade the 730 candle instead of waiting to 745. Let me see if we add any. That's gonna do XU euro. Let me see what we got right there. Like, and we also have this 2-stage right there. So the first stage, the second stage, and then you can just trade the 730. You don't have to wait for 745 because I think there's no relevance for 745. Yeah, no 2-stage, nothing like that. So no SMT fail. So let me see what is going on. Let me see on M5. Yeah, so now we kind of trade above the high. So for that trade is valid as long as you're gonna get out here. So it's not really something you might take. Oh, so now we might beautiful, beautiful. What we're forming, C2. Let me remove this one. Let me make it gray. Yeah, it's good. I don't know. Let me make it blue. We got 2 stage here. We got the first stage, and we have EPSB, which is beautiful. Good, good. Please make some educational video for execution teaching. Yeah, we'll do, bro. All right. What is your checklist? I mean, the question you ask yourself before you enter. 5 things that I use. I forgot them. Bro, every day I say them. So we got the, wait. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this. Start this one. So we got number 1 is, holy. I really forgot the order. I always say it. Let me see, number 3, number 4. I just forgot them in order, so because I just do them. So we got entry, swing, crack and correlation. Not swing should be here. Crack and correlation should be here. Draw and liquidity. Previous 4-hour candle. Yeah. So previous 4-hour candle. So close this as C2 or C4, and on lower time frame, we will, on the M30 or hourly swing, we should confirm the new 4-hour candles low or high trading away. Oh my God, let me go to 4-hour. Let me explain to you. I really forgot the steps that I always say them, but now I just kind of forgot. So for example, this is C2. If I'm aligned with that daily, so what I'm gonna seek this candle to be a C2 formation. So if the current 4-hour candle closed realist expansion candle, then let's just say this 6 a.m. candle closes C2, right? The last hourly swing, what I really want to see, the last hourly candle, either that last hourly candle or last 30-minute candle forms a swing. If the last hourly or 30-minute candle of that 4-hour candle formed a swing formation, then I'm just gonna go ahead and just look for a cracking correlation with the draw liquidity and then the entry. If not, then for example in that case, we're just gonna trade it above a relevant swing. So in that case, I would require a new swing to confirm the low or the high. Then I'm just gonna wait for the swing formation, the cracking correlation, a draw liquidity that is open, and then the entry. So you have Gary videos on YouTube? Yeah, exactly. I trade. Yeah, there are a lot of content. There's GxT. Yeah, he posted a lot of good content right there. So bro, you have your channels in New York? Yep, it is, Robson. Thanks, man. PY 2 stage background music. Nice name. Not sure. Let me check. Let me see. Cracking correlation. Phase of price. Really snaggy. Really. Yep. I forgot. It really reminded me. Phase of price. Swing formation. Cracking correlation. Draw liquidity entry. Exactly. Brother, where are you from? I'm from Bangladesh. Guys, whoever want to learn something more, something in depth about GxT, take time to join live session every day. I have learned a lot. So you all will. This guy's giving away. Man, thanks, man. Thanks. CL played out. No entry though. Yeah, it wasn't really clean itself. So now I would ideally seek some sort of reversal. Like the only entry that could have been valid is like CISD here, but it was not. M5, yeah. Like Rob Stein was like one of the first people that used to join the live streams. I think we were at like 4 or 3 viewers, and now wow, 54. Amazing. Thank you guys for the support. I really love it. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it from there. Just more growth, inshallah. Yeah, I've been locked in on your videos, I remember. Snaggy. I've been locked in. The videos? Okay, because back in September, like this is when I started live streaming. I was hitting like 4 or 5 viewers, I guess. 4 or 5 viewers, I guess. But like Rob San was the one who used to show up a lot. Now we got more people here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Coco Beach. I'm Coco Beach. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, okay. So 30-minute candle close. That's good. That's good. 3-minute. Let me see what's going on in M3. We do have this CSD here, which is interesting. That's really interesting. 30-minute. But like the thing is, if I want to trade the reversal off of the previous forward candle, I ideally want to wait for like an hourly swing. That's the thing. I don't take in theory, like I would only do it if we have a 2-stage. Do we have it at the highs? Yeah, we do have one now actually. Not really, we don't have a 2-stage crack correlation. So only after this 15-minute candle closes, then I would be able to trade it, or I would wait for an hourly swing. So if I want to trade the reversal, either 2-stage crack correlation or an hourly swing formation. With the hourly swing formation, even with like a 1-stage, that would do it for me. I also watched on my other channel, the Adriana Media one. I remember the name. I think I remember the name. Yeah, I remember the name. I think I remember the name. Where I commented on the recent video. Oh, I saw for the backtesting video. You said like the backtesting video, right? I think I saw that comment. I think I liked it, if I remember. Let me see how many subs we have now. Oh, we just got 10 new subs by the stream. Wow, good. I'm loving it, guys. Thank you, guys. Wait. Let me see what's going on here. The only thing is like to wait for a gap. Let me see if the gap is gonna hold. That's gonna be interesting. Which other asset with gold is the best? Silver and then gold GBP or gold euro? 40 likes. I think we're gonna get there. I think somebody's just gonna hit the like right now to get it to 40 likes to break the new record. Last one was like 33 likes. I think we might even get it to 50 likes today. I don't know, for some reason I think we're gonna get it to 50 likes today. Because we just 35 minutes into the stream, we got a lot of people here. So I think we might manage to get like 50 likes. Can we get 40 likes first, boys? If we get it, and if we have any girls here, I also respect girls, so boys and girls, if y'all are here. 5-minute cleaner on YM. But again, remember, this gap, but what do I really require is continuation. I'm not really just gonna take it right away. And again, if we take out that high, there's nowhere for me to kind of enter, so I'm just gonna wait. I think we might not get a trade today, boys. I think we might not get a trade, or we'll have to wait for like a couple hours or like an hour. I'm not sure. Let me clear that out. Mm. 41 likes. Perfect. I gotta use that stream overlay. Like when Twitch streamers or like YouTube streamers, they say like, for example, we have 1K subs and the target is like 2K, and there's a slide here that kind of goes up the more subs we have. I think I'm gonna try to go ahead and find the way to create it. I said it last time and I forgot to do it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in my Notion now. Give me one sec, guys. Go ahead to make it look a bit professional. All right, it's noted. See what is going on. Let me see what we got. Hourly, 3 minute. Okay, we kind of treat it back into the gap. So whenever there's nothing to kind of confirm the CSD, you can use a gap and then the trade away from it. And not only that, we have also the M15 C2. But again, just in one stage crack here. If this one closes, by the time this one closes, we'll have E2 stage right there. So that would be also ideal. If you want to take ES as the lagging asset or the upside, that would also be clean to do it. Let's just wait and see. That's gonna be an interesting day. Yeah, just price is gonna expand 1 minute. We do have like a 1 minute CSD, but I don't use the M1. CL. Somebody asked for the background music. Let me check what's the name of it. It's called Lo-Fi Hip Hop Chill Mix. Lo-Fi. Just go ahead and take a screenshot. This is the name of it. No copyright, Lo-Fi Music 2022, Lo-Fi Hip Hop Mix and Chill. You'll find these emojis right there. So 42. We're going good. We're doing good. I think we'll manage to get 50 likes today. I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh wow, gold is just expanding higher. Beautiful. Wow. Really interesting. Really interesting. There's nothing really here to target. We're trading on our all-time highs. Wow. So the only thing you can use in that case is like projections. So probably you might go to one of these swings if you have some sort of SMT here. 4.5. We'll get the retracement. Then you might just go ahead and probably like do another fib projection, aiming for the 2 or 2.5. Like you might anticipate that price might get here. But like again, the projections might work. Sometimes they might not. So I think price will manage to get there, but yeah. Oh wow, it's really reversing. Beautiful. So we got the SMT here, and also this SMT. I think this one is setting up nicely, guys. I think this trade is setting up nicely. Yeah, beautiful. We have SMT fail. Beautiful. SMT fail. SMT fail. We can trade this one. I'll probably take it. I think I'm gonna take ES if it breaks the high. Due to the fact that we have, wait, let me take that off. We have this small manipulation. Let me see the stop. 2R. My 2R is here. Can I try to squeeze 2R out of it? Like that's the thing. M5, M3. Like this looks good. Like with that two stage, that looks really good. Let me log into my trader way. Let me log into my trader way really quickly, guys. We don't have a lot of time here, so still got a minute for the candle to close. All right, trading panel, trader way, log into the account. All right, we're back here. All right, just slide into trader way. This one actually looks clean with the 2 stage, the CISD, create limit. I think I'm gonna go with 2 contracts. If we get a clean closure. Are we gonna get a clean closure here? Not really. I don't think I'm gonna get a clean closure here. But let's wait. Let's wait and see. 7 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we did not. Alright, so why do I want to frame that long? We got a gap. We got a gap, right? So we have this gap. Looking at NQ. This one closed bullish, this one closed bearish. So we have the SMT fail, and this is C2. This is the PSP. So the SMT confirms the PSP with an SMT fail. So this is a perfect long for me to kind of take. Even though the lower time frame isn't really that clean, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. By the time price will take out the high, I'll just move stops to break even, just let it ride, see what it's gonna do. Because now you got a new swing formation. That's the beauty of it. You got a new swing formation, so might anticipate like a little bit of expansion. But again, let's just wait and see. Hopefully we'll manage to get it, but I don't think we will. When we kind of like fail to see ISD and then the second candle fails to see ISD, it just kind of puts me off. So how many wait, let me go back to the first question and then I'm gonna go over. Is 5-minute cleaner YM? What's your framework on YM? What's my framework on YM? I think for now I'm just focused on ES. So YM is so that's it. Not sure. It's not a 100%, but if with proper narrative, I might try to short it. Because now, in that case, if we get two-stage cracking correlation here, I'm trading away from the high at 10 a.m. So that would be a good place to trade away from. So what do you use for copy trading? So YM is sell if the sweep happened. On which topic you're gonna upload your next video? Today price action is good or bad? How many struggle to become profitable? Did you trade today? Can you tell me? Thank you. For today. Today I blowed my account. Oh, what trade did you take to blow your account? What trade did you take to blow your account? Alright, let me answer the questions because I just went through them quickly. Let me go back up. I also watch my other, no, not here. Whatever. On which, no, what do you use for copy trade? What do you use for trade sinker? So YM is stuff that's, yeah, I think which topic we're gonna upload. Not really sure. Today price action is good or bad. Mid, not good, not bad. How many struggle to become profit? 3.5 years, almost 4 years. 4 years. Did you trade today? Not so far, not. Can you tell me which AM session time frame is good for gold? There is not a set time frame that you can just depend on. Like, you depend on like the whole narrative, the whole framework. Oh, what do we got? Another, oh, we got one stage. So we have this first stage here, the second stage here, but let me see if the 30-minute, if NQ takes out a low, that's gonna be a deal breaker. No, it did not. Okay, let me see. It just closed at a high, so I'm not really gonna take it. Let me continue with the question. So YM is still that today price, how many strand did you stream? Can you tell me which today I blow my account? Yes, tell me what, like, how did you blow your account today? What's your framework for longs? For longs so far, yeah, just how we had right now. Like for ES, PSP, second stage confirmed by the SMT, so the SMT confirmed the PSP. I can trade the C2, even though this candle doesn't support expansion, but due to the fact that it had like 20 minutes by the time I wanted to enter, it had like 20 minutes to 40 to close, so I was like, you know what, let me take it. But yeah, it just seems like price will not give us what we want. And what do we have now? We have this correct correlation there. Can you tell me which framework? SMT, how many years? No CST, no trade. Yeah, exactly. No still in gold, it was 9%. Oh, okay, so that was the reason. Okay, I see, brother, I see. Like in that case, you can still say, oh, we still have that two-stage crack, but on NQ, since it's more in sync with ES, I would still like kind of lean toward having a cracking correlation on NQ instead of YM. So let me just go ahead and put NQ here to where it belongs. Let me go ahead and put YM here. Yeah. Okay. GC. Daily. 3-minute. Let's see. We'll kind of rebalance the range right now, so which is good. And we have this SMT. I have this PSP. So would that be the catalyst to kind of trade lower? H1. We don't have EC2 so far, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wait. Hourly. So we got a two-stage PSP right there. So we got a PSP. So we got the SMT with ES and the PSP with YM. So the PSP would confirm the SMT, and we can look to trade it back somewhere back into the EQ of that range, or just somewhere in here with proper narrative. Can you talk about risk management? I have been trading same 50k for account for 90 days now. What are your suggestions? Only took one payout till now. 90 days for the same account, or you traded 3 accounts? Again, it all depends on your stats, like how many trades you take. Like for me, I just for evaluation, I trade $700 or $800 now. If I'm gonna just, because I need to pass it quickly, I'm not really gonna waste time on it. Because for fund and ticks, they allow 2.5k drawdown, so I can manage to take like 4 L's back to back. So it works good for me. Like 7 for, yeah, almost, you can just like 3 L's. But again, it all depends on your stats and how many L's you take back to back, and then you manage accordingly. If you think you will get 3 L's, as I mentioned earlier, just add like 1 or 2, subwoofer, 5, and then yeah, probably go with 6, and then 2.5k divided by 6, then whatever you get. And again, it all depends on how many trades you take per week. Like for me, I can manage to take a trade per day, even though last week I took just 3 trades. But again, it all depends on how many trades you take per month. If you're just gonna take 4 trades a month, then you probably should risk high, because you don't have a lot of room to, you don't have a lot of trades to kind of make that amount of money. So sorry, I had cups. Oh, no worries, man. See, I'll expand. Yeah, it's expanding higher. So, but again, what it's gonna do right now? That's the question. What's your win rate? 75, 80. I'm not really sure. Like 70, 75. Like if you are picky with your trades, it's kind of really rare to kind of take a loss. Like I'm not gonna say like this is the best model in the world, but again, with proper like every model that you trade with proper confirmation and a lot of chart work and a lot of experience trading that model, you can be picky and you'll know what works and what not. And again, also the experience and gut comes into play. So you might just close a trade whenever you might not think it's good and stuff like that. So, and instead of taking a full L, just take a 0.2 L, or sometimes you end up closing a winner, which I did last week. Instead of taking a 2R winner, I took like a 0.25 L. So, and again, a lot of things play. Incurred is no confusions, literally. This one is just inside barring. This one is forming C2. This one expanding higher like a C3. I feel like it's a no trade day now. YM took Asia high is the only relevant level that is could have caught up. Exactly. Like just coming onto today and seeing how YM expanded, I was like, maybe we're not gonna get a trading day here. And with like how CL is forming, just ranging, GC just expanding higher. There's nothing really kind of target right there. But again, we're just gonna wait and see what might get. But again, remember, this is just the first hourly candle of the candle. We still get 6 30-minute candles or 12 15-minute candles. Imagine like 12 candles. So there is a lot of room to kind of form some information. So again, just gonna wait for like an hour, and then we're gonna just, let's see, what is that? I don't know why it popped up. Give me guys 1 sec. I'm gonna get my protein shake and I'm gonna be back. All right, we back. Let me put this one here. Oh, yes. Oh my god, bro. No way. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. What the hell? Wow. Life is good. He has expanded to the highs. Wow. Interesting. Oh my god, bro. That was a trade. No worries. Oh my god. Good stuff, yes. Thank you. Thank you, yes. Let's see if we're gonna take a break even. Like by the time this high is gonna get taken out, like I was gonna move stops to break even, so let's just see. NQ and 15 PSP, but like no, it's not a PSP. This one? No. This one? Yes. Wait, you can trade this one actually. Let me see. I want to trade the lagging asset. Like this is lagging asset compared to that one. So kind of catch up to that same high. Interesting. But it's just not really clean, bro. Like you can. Like this is like a really ideal setup. Not gonna lie. This is the same exact setup that I took on Friday. But the only thing is we didn't have the PSP. We had like the SMG. We had the SMG fail. So we got a PSP here, and then we traded below the low. This one traded higher. This one traded higher. For NQ, we kind of traded lower. We just formed that low. And yeah, like you can take this one, but it's just so choppy. So kind of put your stops at the body. Let me look at M5. Yeah, you kind of put your stop at the body and then try to aim for the high. But like he has already took out the high. Bro, do you trade the 1 minute? Nah, bro, I don't. Sometimes you'll feel like you're forced to trade it, but I just let the trade go without me. I don't think we're gonna get a trade here today, boys. I mean, can you guys hear the noise, right? You can hear whenever I'm moving the, for example, this sound. You guys can hear this sound, right? Unlike the background stuff. For example, if I'm moving the chair like this, y'all can hear, right? I need to figure out a way to manage both. You guys can hear me properly and also not hear the background noise. So let me just mute my mic 1 sec. Yes, okay, y'all can hear. So that's why I muted myself. Even when I use the M15, I try to find entries on M3. Perfect. That's literally what I do. Perfect, man. Mohammed, perfect. There is determinate C2 and ES. But again, like we have this clock's proximity high, which is like the current. Oh my god, look at that daily candle, man. Wait. Holy. Let me do summer really quickly. I'm gonna turn that back to daily. Look at that daily candle, bro. Holy. Interesting. But again, like, look at that expansion. Like, price had a shallow position, right? Expanded all the way back to previous daily low, and all the way back in. Like, it's just so risky now. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a new trade for us. I think that's gonna be a no trade day, no trading day. What do you think of the 1-to-1 or 1-to-2, 1.5? Yeah, ideally I just want to go for 1-to-2 or more. So it just gives me that edge of like over the long run. Being fuzzy is the thing I struggle with most. So that's really helping, bro. I need to learn to sit on hands. But I've definitely taken the CL and the A straight today, but neither very clean. So today is a win. Exactly, man. Like just like not losing money is like a really big win in itself. And what I end up doing is just probably if you take an L, you just end up like being upset with yourself. Just like, why did I even take it in the first place? And just go in that spiral. So that's me done for the day, bro. Shukran for the stream. See you tomorrow. See you, brother. You're welcome, Muhammad. You're welcome. By the way, nice body, man. I see that there's a picture of your back. Good one, buddy. Keep it up. Keep it up, man. Good stuff. Do you trade the M1? Nope, I don't. Alright. So we got the first hourly candle close. First hourly candle closure, yeah. Let me see. Let me see. So in that case, let me show you guys my whole process. So what I really want to see in that case. Since the SSMT is not really causing price to reverse, what I ideally want to see, probably trade back into the highs. Like since the high from the SMT got taken out, near reversal off of it. So what I might anticipate, the price might catch up to the high, especially with the previous 4-hour candle close in a C2. This current hourly candle close in a C3. So now we got 4-hour supports bullish expansion, hourly supports bullish expansion. So I just need the lower time frame. But since we traded above that high, so now we might enter a new phase of price. So when you enter a new phase of price, what ideally you want to see, a new swing formation on a higher time frame or a lower time frame manipulation. So we just got that lower time frame manipulation. If we get this CISD, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take it back into the high with the anticipation that this is a failure to manipulate, and probably this is gonna make the assets resync, because both RB and HO traded up into that level and they did not reverse. So if they want to reverse, when they will do, probably here. So let's just wait and see. If I get that CISD, probably like an M5, it will be lower. Not same. M3. Let me see. Probably put stops at the body and then trade it up into the high. That would be like a good trade for me. Probably kind of squeeze it a little bit due to the fact that we got this gap just above the high, so I might just kind of go a little bit further to get that 2R. That's really what I'm going to do right here. If you guys, yeah, because we got the expansion away from these failure swings, so now I can trust this low and trade away from it. Or if we have like a 15-minute 2-stage or like an SMT fail, which I think we do have now. We do have perfect. Like not only that, we have an SMT here, bro. This is perfect. This is A+ for me. If we get that break, I'm taking it, guys. Just to let you guys know. I appreciate you, bro. You put in the work. You deserve the applause, man. You kind of sound like OTA trader with that German. Do you know, guys, that I only know the OTA trader as a name, and also I saw one of his posts on Instagram. I never heard him. Let me see. By the way, let me see the subs. Let me refresh the page. We got 1K and 31. Wow, 1K 36. Thank you, guys. Wow, I'm gonna just keep sharing the subs with you guys, like since you guys are the reason for it. Thank you, guys. By the beginning of the year, like by 1st January, we had 800 subs, 800, and now it's been 13 days and we have almost 300 subs. So thank you guys for the love and support, and I'm gonna make sure to provide more value in the coming days so that we all, like, my whole goal with this channel is just to get you guys profitable if you still struggle. That's like the whole main goal for this. I just want to see you guys make it. We all want to make it this 2026, so let's go to next slide. Let's keep doing what you're doing. All right, let's see if we're gonna get that trade or not. So we got more likes than viewers. We got 46 likes, 45 viewers. For the 45s that are here, if you guys haven't liked the live stream already, can we get it to 50 likes? Can we get the live stream to 50 likes for the people that are still watching live stream and haven't liked already? I would really appreciate it, guys, if you give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, drop them in the chat and I would be really happy to answer. And yeah, that's really it. Okay, beautiful. Looks like CL might give us the entry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and prepare it here since this is where I have my trader bay. I'm not gonna keep switching it every sec. Okay. Are we gonna get that CSD or not? We did get it. Two contracts right there. Oh wait, let me see how much I'm risking. I did not even check how much I'm risking. 220? Oh, that's not a lot. The problem is I'm only allowed to take two contracts. That's the problem. Like, that's the only issue. I'm not allowed to trade more than two contracts, so. This is gonna go ahead and do sell here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do sell here. We don't have a gap, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put my stops at the lows, so. And I think that's gonna, yeah, the RR is not 2R anymore, but if you haven't entered already, guys, go ahead and enter here, so that's gonna give you 2R, so. That's my trade. If it plays out, it plays out. Let me see if I try to add another two contracts. No, I can't. Because I usually risk $500 per trade. So this is gonna be like a half hour loss, which is alright. So I got in here. I got in just after the CIZ. I don't need to wait for the retracement due to the fact that I'm not allowed to kind of move more contracts. I'm not allowed to use more contracts, so that's why I kind of there. But again, like this CIZ is not the best. Why? Because it kind of closed at the last second, and this is not something I really want to see. If I want to see a CISD, I want to see it like probably a minute before or something. So again, keep that in mind. But since like it's a low risk, that's alright for me to take that out. You kind of sound like, oh, did it go down now? What do you think about funded pips, guys? I just like, yeah, I think they're good. Funded pips, they've been around for too long. So how did you do to be able to change time frames along all graphics at the same time? You go here, here and interval. So that allows you to, whenever you change the time frame, they all change at the same time. Okay, so that's gonna be the trade for the day, boys. And again, if you haven't entered and you want to get here to R at the highs, just gonna put it right there. The new validation level is at the lows, and then that's your stop. So let's see if we're gonna get that trade. If not, if it's gonna be a winner, that's good. If it's gonna be a loss, that's also good. So let me see how much I'm gonna make from that trade. I think I'm probably gonna make like $300 or less, probably. Two contracts, 420. That's good. That's not bad. All right. You're welcome, brother. So again, I'm expecting the SMG break back into that level. That's what I'm really anticipating. It's better to log in TradeOvate on TradingView. It makes it a lot easier for you to kind of calculate risk. Bro, what fund are you using? I'm now mainly fund and text. But with the two contracts that I'm only allowed to trade, it's not really comfortable, so. It's not really comfortable. Like, it takes like half an hour. Like, if this loss, if I end up taking the L, it's gonna be like a half hour loss, so. For iTrades, he stayed earlier, are you okay with 1.5 hour? Now I'm ended up taking a 1.5 hour trade. I will just try to secure some payouts from fund and text, and probably we'll go to Tradeify and Alpha Futures. There are a lot of better prop firms out there, so I think it's time for me to kind of change. iTrades, if you know, you know. All right, let's see. If this trade hits, that would be a good thing. If we form a gap, which I think we do. Yeah, from that gap, I'm just gonna move my stops to the body. Again, it's not the cleanest, but you can manage trade that way. That's how I do it. Okay, let's see what is going on. Yeah, it could have been the trade, could have been like this. But again, due to the fact that there was no gap, so you kind of have to squeeze 2R there. But again, iTrades, if you wanted to take 2R here, you're gonna yeah, so let's see. Let me just go now to NQ because yeah. It did end up going to that high, but CL gave us a somewhat of a better entry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go with CL. You know what? Since I got CL here, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep watching it right there. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep watching it here. Right now I'm just gonna put HO here. I'm gonna put RB here. I think it's gonna hit TP right now. It's looking really clean. It's looking like expanding. Price is expanding higher. Is that a W? Will it be a W or a retrace? What do you guys think? Yeah, in that case, I don't want to see price come back all the way to my entry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put my sell stop there. And now it's a risk-free trade. Yeah. Come on, give me my money, let me go. I'm probably gonna finish the D early here. Probably. If this trade hits, that's gonna be good. Hopefully it hits, because I think it's gonna start retracing. But let's see. Oh, HO, look at HO, the expansion. RB, that's good. We still haven't traded above that high, so I might still hold it a little bit. But you know what? Let me just get out. And yeah, that's really it, boys. Beautiful. Come on, W's in the chat, boys. Come on, let's put in some W. Come on, W in the chat. A good winner. Come on, can we get some W's? And again, just looking at how RB and HR are expanding, we can still anticipate a bit of expansion due to the fact that RB haven't traded above that high yet. So we can still wait for RB to take out that high to then close the trade. But again, I'm not really going to be greedy for like 60 bucks. If I was going on 5 contracts, I would probably secure some here and hold. Yeah, for now I would close. By the time RB takes out the high, now I would close, which would be like a 2R or something. So yeah, really, really beautiful win. Easy win. 5-minute trade, that was perfect. So yeah, really, really great, guys. Really, really great. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day here today. I think Mohammed left and we took a trade, man. Mohammed, if you're still here, it's good. If not, yeah. So yeah, let me just, you know, I'm just gonna leave the trade for, I'm just gonna post a breakdown about it. So let me see how much I made. Give me, guys, 1 sec. Let me check how much I made on that trade. I think we made some good money here. Yeah, not the best, but again, still, it's still, money is money, so you should never complain. Main, 400 bucks. It's good. It's all right. So it's all right. I usually go for like a 1K winner, but the other fact, the funding text is only allowing me to take 2 contracts. I don't know. They don't want me to milk them, but yeah, it's okay. Which city? In Morocco, bro. I don't live in Morocco anymore. I live in China, but I'm from Marrakesh. Marrakesh. I need Discord for sure. We will. Come on, can we stay 50 likes? We still got 1 like more to get 50 likes, the new world record for this channel. And then yeah. So that's how we want to do it. Like by the time RB takes out the high, since it was the leading asset, like the lead. So let me give you guys a lesson right there. RB was the leading asset, right? Now look at that. It traded lower, CL traded lower, and RB traded higher. But CL managed to get there first. So we can still wait for RB to kind of get to that high, then close the trade, which would give us like an extra $50, like, I don't know, 3-4 ticks extra. Like by the time RB took out the high, it was somewhere in here. So you could have managed to kind of squeeze it a little bit more. But yeah, that's it for me. I traded NQW. You took a trade on NQ? I'm learning more than GxT. You're welcome, man. First time watching you. Do you stream all days? What hour do you start streaming? I stream every day. Like I've been streaming from last week, like consistently, and I start at 9:30. Market open, so I start at market open. Brother, now I'm going to see all your videos. Sorry, how do you calculate your risk? What do you use? I'm trading on TraderVit. Like I just go with this way. Like for example, I want to take a trade on, like just before the candle closes, I just go here, right, and then create limit order, and then use the contracts. Now what you see. The buy is here, the stop is here, right? So now you just go with the contracts, and this is the risk you're risking. Okay, if you go 2 contracts, then you're risking 260, and you're gonna win 440, and just like that. So you just go ahead and try to squeeze. Like you want to risk $500, so this is probably the way to go. 520. So yeah, that's how I calculate my risk. But sometimes when I'm just, for example, in that case on CL, I'm only allowed to take 2 contracts, and I'm sure that it's gonna be less than my 500 bucks loss. So I don't need like to take a limit. And I don't need to calculate the risk. I'm just gonna take 2 contracts. That's why the minute it closed, I just took 2 contracts. But for example, if I'm allowed to take 3 or 4 contracts, now by the time it closes, not only it affects my TP, because now lists like half R and just left it on the table. So instead of when I risk 500, now I'm just gonna make 750 instead of a 1K. So now I'm just gonna manage accordingly, get the limit. But then since it's like 2 contracts, I'm probably gonna leave 50 bucks on the table, so I'm not really gonna wait for the retest. So that's why I'm learning more from. Thanks, man. Love you, bro. Tawfiq from Bangladesh. Nice to meet you, Tawfiq. Nice. In the continuation on Q. And NQ continuation. Let me check. NQ. Yeah, this trade was clean. Like, this one was really clean, especially with the fact that we formed a gap. So by the time we formed the gap, you could have just put your stops at the body. So that could have been a good trade. Not gonna lie. But yeah, it just didn't give us what we really wanted to see. And again, CL kind of paid us there, so it's alright. Even though like it's not the best of days, but we still managed to get it, so that's good. We're still waiting for the new backtesting video. I think I'm gonna drop that one this week, I guess. I made 5. Congrats, buddy. Congrats. I made 400. Nice, buddy. In TTFM, I cannot predict price, but people saying GxT you can predict price. It just profile and count. So, what about NQ? 5-minute entry at 11:05, 11:05, 11:05. This entry, 11:05. Oh no, it's not really the cleanest. Look at that. There are two things that would put me off from that trade. First, really close at a high. Second, this OB is not really the cleanest. So probably not M3. Nah, I'm not really gonna take it. M5, like this one looks really clean. This one, and with the retest, look at that. The retest. So now with the retest, you can just put stops at the body. I think if you guys go back to the stream, I was really putting my stops at the body if I was planning to take it, but it was just not the cleanest. Like you could have managed to get to R here, but yeah, just like feeling like I'm trying to force a trade. But yeah, I think CL did us good. So this is the SMT break. This is trading the SMT break. Now this is asset synchronization. Since HO on RB both traded into that level and they did not reverse, now you can anticipate that CL is going to catch up only if you have proper narrative, which we do have, which was in that case going to 30-minute. I think it was the M15. I guess it was the M15, right? Not the 30-minute. Yeah, it was 30-minute because in that case it was bearish at that time. We got the SMT fail, traded back into the SMT, traded back into the gap. CL traded back into the gap, and HO did not. So yeah, that's really it here for me today, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna wait here for longer. Let me check. It's 11 for me. Damn, it's 12 for me. But yeah, do you guys have any questions? If you guys have them, drop them in the chat before I go. And tomorrow we'll meet at the same time. And I think probably I will drop the trade breakdown today. I think by the time I'm gonna close the stream, I'm gonna go ahead and record the trade breakdown, and I'll get it uploaded probably in like an hour or two or something like that. So let me check. Just close it, Agent Hines. I used the M15 C2 on 1 minute and NQ for longs. Was clean. Good. Profit the bot. Good job, man. Are we coming live every day? Yeah. So far, yeah. I'm planning to come here every day. So yeah, if you guys haven't, give the live stream a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. And if you got a question, drop them in the chat before I clock off. And yeah, I'm on with like 5 minutes. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And if you haven't liked the live stream already, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And yeah, we broke 2 new records today. For the amount of views, we got 60 viewers at the same time. Now it was like 25. I think after the trade, everybody left. And also the likes. We got 52 likes, which is really interesting. And not only that, let me check if we got any new subscribers. So we got 1036 when I searched. Oh wow. Really interesting. The last screenshot I shared was like 1036, now 1044. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, that shows like if you're genuine about what you do, if you love what you do, people will love it. And also if you provide value, people will love it. So yeah, keep coming every day. I will, man. I will. Got that ES rate. Thank you for your time, man. We just love you, brother. Here too, man. Do you prefer beefy candles for your OB? Yeah, exactly. You want some bulky candles to confirm your OBs. Like, for example, like this. A bulky candles are in that case of NQ. In the NQ case, looking on M3, like, looking on M5, I would be leaning more toward that one than this one or this one. Like, this one is barely closed. Like, barely closed bearish. It was about to flip bullish. So, it was like 1 or 2 ticks away from being bullish and being invalidated as the normal block. But this one is really clean. It shows like clear bearish intentions. So yeah, that's really it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, tomorrow same time, same session, same way of trading, and hopefully we can catch another W tomorrow, right? So yeah, thank you guys so much. See you guys. I'm clocking out right now, and love you guys. See you guys. Take care. Bye bye. Insane.